he had overstock.com, and super guy was the person that really brought out the naked short selling in the stock market and the way that affects stock prices, and reported pretty heavily on that. At some point out in the future, I have a lot of insights on that go all the way back to the 20s and 30s, and this early history in the stock market of the naked short selling and what that does to the markets. That's where the blue sky laws were created, and then were nullified in the last couple decades, and have then allowed all of these crises that we're seeing in the markets to just go crazy. So, but Patrick really has put himself in the line of fire to assist, especially financially, but also his business expertise, his personal expertise, to assist a number of the people that are, pursuing the legal issues related to the campaign and the election, and some of the other stuff going on with the social media, etc. So I have a lot of respect for guys that decide to get in the fight, especially, you think about a lot of these guys that are pretty, he doesn't need to do this. It's actually, it's kind of like what the president did. People think that going over, running for the presidency, somehow he's cutting a fat hog. And the reality is, his life would be so much simpler, so much less stress. He has things that he could easily be out enjoying, places to go, things to do. And so while it is a very heady thing to be president of the United States, this incredibly powerful position, it comes with a lot of personal costs for himself and his family. And I think it's speaks a lot to his character. Certainly other people have means and wealth and stuff that still go after the presidency, but this is like a different scale completely, to want to be there and then put up with all the stress at a personal level of, when he could be doing a lot of other things, because I think you can't discount that he does see the fate of the world and the fate of the United States as intricately tied to his children and grandchildren and children that aren't even born yet, that will have to live with the consequences of where we're at as a country. And I tie that back to Patrick, because he is similarly driven. He doesn't need to do this. He certainly has stepped in the way of a lot of this stuff, and that causes a lot of personal, risk, expense, drama, trauma. But to decide to do that, that's a very American thing to do. Americans have always stepped forward when called upon to, do their part. It's a community thing. We look even out, not just for America, but across the world. We aren't just concerned with being, like our brother's keeper or something. That's the way other people might want to portray us, but that's just not the way we think. We're not here to be our brother's keeper. We're here to be our brother's brother. And that's what we're really doing here right now with our efforts. And I would put Patrick in that same category. The attorneys, the generals that are backing the president, they've all done a beautiful, wonderful job putting America first in order to help the world and fulfill our destiny as a people.